Yes.
Look, I'm not real big on holding people too accountable for crazy things they said when they were young. Because I've said a few myself. I've even done a few things. But I got to read you this from an article you wrote when you were at Harvard Law. I'm going to quote, if that's okay. I'm not going to try to paraphrase. Here's what you wrote. Minority judges still need to maintain the disguise of objectivity or face challenges to their decisions. Yes, a minority judge is going to identify with a minority party's experiences. But she can't admit this. We've got to get more clever and say, look, we're just as neutral as any 60-year-old white man. Do you still believe that?
Not at all. I agree. I disagree with that 100%. It is something I said 31 years ago, my 1L fall semester year, fall of 1990, and that is completely wrong. Our rule of law absolutely depends on impartiality, fairness, and I completely disagree with that statement.
Yeah. Could I just ask, did you make that statement based on, well, why did you make that statement? What were you thinking then?
I was having a conversation with 3 1L classmates in a room, and I think that statement shows a lack of maturity, shows a lack of experience in the world, shows a lack of knowledge about the law, and I completely disagree with it.
Okay, fair enough. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm done, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hirono.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Here's the thing. That statement she made, that minority judges have to pretend to be objective while secretly identifying with their group, that's not just some immature slip of the pen. That's a worldview. That's a philosophy. That's critical race theory 101. That's legal realism with a racial lens. That's the idea that judges don't actually apply the law. They just bring their personal identity into the courtroom and try to look neutral while pushing an agenda. And while this witness says she's grown out of that view, and I really hope she has, let's not kid ourselves. That worldview is alive and well in American law schools, courtrooms, and government offices today. So when someone writes something like that, even 30 years ago, it tells us something important. It tells us that these ideas didn't just appear overnight. They've been festering in elite academic circles for decades, and now they're leaking into the judicial branch. Honestly, the last place where ideology should ever be allowed to take root. I'm not here to demonize this witness. She apologized. She disavowed her words, and, I believe in grace. I believe people can change. The American justice system stands or falls on one core principle, that the law applies equally to every man and woman, regardless of race, gender, background, or beliefs. That a poor farmer in Mississippi can walk into a courtroom and be treated the same as a Wall Street CEO. That a black woman, a white man, an immigrant, or anyone else can all expect the same justice. Not tailored justice, not customized justice, just justice. I appreciate Senator Kennedy's approach. Firm, fair, and respectful. He wasn't trying to score cheap points. He was trying to get to the truth. To test whether someone who once held a radical view had truly changed. And that's what we need more of, not just in our Senate, but in our culture. Thanks for watching. If you found this insightful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who still believes in the rule of law.